third-party logistics supplier. I think that comes into, I just said that was the release saying it was going to be here to all our dealers out there. But like, for example, we bought United Motors of America on Friday, and we're taking care of all the dealers right now that need parts for those guys. For 8 months, they've been wondering what happened to United Motors. S&T, Hyosung abandoned a lot of their dealers. I don't know if there's any Hyosung dealers out there. No? Suzuki? Oh, there we go. Good. Well, we're going to be helping you out, hopefully. And that's pretty much what we've done. We've become the one-stop shop, and we're consolidating the industry, which a lot of people fear, but I think it's been a good thing for a lot of dealers, and it's been a good thing for my company this year. In the past 18 months, we've acquired 8 companies, and United Motors, which was a staple of the industry for about 15 years, was one of the companies we're going to try to merge into what we do.
How many years have you been in the industry, Joel?
You know, I was just reminiscing about that the other day because my dad had a scooter dealership back in 1995, and I would help him out in the afternoons, and I didn't want to get into the industry. So if I had to total it up, it would be about 15, but it's really been about 10 since I went to business.
All right, good to have you here on our panel, Joel. How about Curtis Connor?
Hi, Curtis Connor with the Powersports Solutions.
Have some microphone over here.
We actually are the founder of Zeos, which is a new online EMS system solution.
Getting them cheap, is that why?
So that helps a lot. And before I start, let me just, Dean mentioned Bob, that's before my time. I just want to thank Robin, who's at ICMA right now, Robin Hartfield, and who gave me his spot here. He's my mentor, so it's kind of funny that you mentioned that.
We like Rob.
Yes, and
we find that insulting when you say before our time. You're
no, before my time.
We find that kind of, you guys find that really, what is this guy?
No, well, he was the editor at MPN when I started writing for MPN, so I guess before Rob was the other editor. You know, I'm just thinking like Frank Herbert, late author, comes into my mind, like fear is a mind killer. I think fear has dominated a lot of what's gone on in the last 2-3 years. I've been affected by it, everybody has. But you can't let it take over your business. You have to say, you know, let's go forward. I heard some great ideas here, POP displays. I talk to dealers every single day, and there's the dealer that is aggressive and goes out there and says, you know what, fortune favors the bold, and he makes an awesome display with LED grips, and he has mannequins with jackets, and every day he's mixing it up.
What do you got going here?
These are little LED grips that I brought. Our booth number upstairs is 370.
Shut the mic off.
So, and we have some great clothing and accessories up there to show you guys.
All right, moving on to the next question.
I want to thank you guys for having me here, and I am also grateful for that. I think the best thing you showed up there was the 18.85% for the used vehicles. And this is such a moneymaker for the people in the scooter industry. And now I guess I'm in the motorcycle industry too, because we just acquired about $1 million of Hyosung parts. So, you know, we're everywhere, UTVs, ATVs. You know, I think the dealers need to take advantage of that number, the 18.85, and keep focusing on that, because even though the economy is coming back, it's going to take some time. So you don't want to get filled with new bikes from distributors that are pushing bikes down your throat. You don't want to get overwhelmed with GE. I've seen so many stores get closed because gets everything, gets it, and you know, the financing will kill you. There's amazing deals right now from second-tier distributors, meaning they're not, you know, the top 4, but you can get a Taiwanese scooter in-house financing from the distributor, and you don't need to put your dealer's money on the line. Okay? There's used bikes. That used bike segment right there, that is why we're in acquisition mode, because United Motor dealers, they had over 400 dealers at one point, been in business since 1995. They've worked with S&T Motors, and these guys, for the last 8 months, they've been wondering, where have these parts been? And they were sitting in a warehouse in Miami. You know, the bank took over everything. Dealers have been abandoned. They have no warranty, no parts. And now, you know, we come in and we start taking over these parts. The dealers need those parts. Because that consumer out there that can't afford the financing, unfortunately, because his credit score went down because he hasn't paid his house, he's going to buy a used bike. And he might find the United Motors 200cc or 250 GTR at the local junkyard and go fix it. And that's where MRP comes in. That's where we're trying to help the dealers stay profitable with that 18.85.
Good. I want to stay right on the industry, and let me reach back to our audience here of subject matter experts. And I want to ask you folks, do you see a turnaround in the near to distant future, and then we're going to go up and work our